Plans going through a field, northbound. Shots fired.
Lots of questions remain following an officer-involved shooting that happened over the weekend. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Tim Callahan.
And I'm Jessica Harrington.
We're tracking that new information just coming into our newsroom right now about that officer-involved shooting over the weekend. Turns out the gun that was found at that scene of the shooting was the same gun that was stolen out of an unmarked Kern County Sheriff's vehicle a few weeks ago in Northwest Bakersfield. That according to officials just minutes ago.
That's right. And BPD says the man shot and killed by police was wanted in a shooting a few hours beforehand. Here's what we know. Police say the man shot and killed by police, identified by family as 20-year-old Augustus Crawford, was a suspect in a shooting on R Street that same night. The firearm that was used in the shooting on R Street has not been located. Later that night, officers got word that Crawford was in a vehicle near South H in Plans. They pulled the vehicle over and police say Crawford ran. During a foot pursuit, Officer Warren Martin, the son of Police Chief Lyle Martin, opened fire.
Yeah, police have not said what caused Officer Martin to fire. The driver of that vehicle, though, was later found, interviewed, and then released by police. BPD say the firearm that was found at the same gun as we mentioned, taken from an unmarked KCSO vehicle, happened a few weeks ago. However, it's unclear if that gun was used in the shooting on R Street. Officer Martin has been placed on administrative leave pending the investigation, and Chief Lyle Martin has recused himself from the investigation and the review process, naming one of the assistant chiefs to take his place.
And we've learned that Officer Martin has been involved in an officer-involved shooting before, and that Crawford has had several run-ins with the law.
Officer Warren Martin, son of Chief Lyle Martin, has been with BPD for 1 year. He previously worked as an officer for the Kern County Sheriff's Office and Cal State Bakersfield Police Department. In 2013, while working for KCSO, Martin was involved in an officer-involved shooting. Officials say Martin and another deputy shot a teenage suspect when he pointed a gun at them.
Ow! Put your hand on your back! Put your hand behind your back!
Also in 2013, Martin was involved in an in-custody death. Investigators say he was one of 5 deputies who helped detain Ronnie Ledesma Jr. after he was uncooperative. Ledesma died 9 days later. The coroner's office saying Ledesma was high on PCP and died from stroke-like symptoms. Augustus Crawford has had several run-ins with law enforcement over the past few years. Court records show in March of 2016, he and another man were arrested after a traffic stop. Police say they found a loaded stolen firearm in the vehicle. Crawford later pleaded no contest to gang-related charges and was sentenced to 180 days in jail. In July of 2016, court records show he pleaded no contest to possession of a firearm and possession of a controlled substance. He was sentenced to 1 year in jail and 5 years probation. And earlier this year, Crawford and 3 others were arrested for conspiracy, firearm, and gang-related charges. BPD says during a traffic stop, one of the people in the vehicle got out, went into a store, and tried to get rid of a loaded firearm. All of them were booked, but the DA sent the case back to BPD for further investigation.